Yes, Massive and crew, back again with another video, and today's video is about how to set up your equipment. So you've gone out, you bought a sound card, you bought some speakers, you bought a computer, and you just basically want to know how you connect it all. Yeah, so basically the way you go about it is the sound card has outputs, and the outputs from the sound card are wired to the speaker inputs. Now I know this is basic stuff if you're for the more experienced users, but some people who are just starting out, some people it can be a little bit confusing, because I have had a few emails about this. So as I said, the sound card outs go to your speakers. If you've got a microphone, the microphone would go into the mic in on your sound card. Next, you would connect your USB to your USB port, and then download or install the drivers from the CD provided with your sound cards. Most sound cards nowadays have a CD, installation CD with it, or you would go to the website and you would download the drivers for your model. Just a quick heads up on the cables needed. Depending on your setup, you'll have to read the manual, but for the the sound card and the speakers that I'm illustrating, which is the M Audio 22 plus the Krk Rocket 5s, you would need a male XLR to 6.3mm TRS jack lead, which you can get from proleads.co.uk. I'll put a link down in the description below. Check them out, and you can also use just a 6.3mm to 6.3mm standard cable. But the difference between the two, the first cable I gave you was like a balance cable, which will give you a better signal, better quality for your recording, because obviously when you're monitoring you want to hear, you know, the best possible connection. I'm not sure how serious the difference is between the two. Comment down below if you know about the difference between a balanced cable and a non-balanced cable in terms of how quality, you know, how the quality is affected. And that's basically it, folks. We're going to move on now to Cubase setup part of it now.
So the next step is you want to go into your Cubase and you want to go to devices and go to device setup. Now once you've installed your drivers, your ASIO drivers here should show up here. Now I just need to select my Fireface, because that's the sound card I've got, but it doesn't matter what sound card you've got, as long as your sound card is showing here. If you're using built-in audio from the computer, you would go to built-in audio here, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to select Fireface here. Next, if you're not getting any sound after that, you then want to obviously make sure that your speakers are plugged in, the power's on, etc., and also make sure that your volume is turned up. Now also you want to go here to where it says VST connections, and you click on there and you'll see you've got the outputs here, and you've got left is going to go to analog 1, right is going to go to analog 2, or whatever the outputs are on your sound card. And then once you do that, you should have sound playing. You also want to plug your MIDI keyboard in via USB. That's if you've decided that you've got a MIDI keyboard, you know, that you've bought one or whatever the case may be. Usually they're just straight plug and play, but most of the stuff that you need is in this devices section here. You got MIDI device manager. Let's try install device. Let's see what all this stuff here would do. Or GG2000 EMU. I think this is more for outboard gear, so I won't worry too much about all this stuff here. But look, I literally just have got my Complete Control S49, and that works straight away. And then once you've done that, obviously you just go to your VST instruments, you load an instrument, you could load some drums, you could test it, wait for that to load, and then basically make sure that you've loaded in a kit of some kind. Otherwise there's nothing gonna play. And as you can see, it's all working, Chris. So if you're using Renoise, which is another DAW, all you got to do literally is go into Renoise, go into preferences, and then here you've got your in device. Obviously the same with Cubase, you'd have to set the in device up where we were just now on the input section, but look here, you'd have to go to in device and click here, select your sound card, in my case RME Fireface UCX, another one there, RME Fireface, hit reinitialize, and you should be good to go. If you don't get any sound, comment down below. I'll see what I can do to help you out with that. And again, the same goes for Logic Pro X. It's pretty much the same in any DAW. Usually with Logic Pro X and most DAWs, they'll detect your sound card beforehand. If not, all you'd have to do is literally again go into the audio preferences, see preferences audio, and output device, select there. If you're going to record input like, you know, mic and stuff, you just make sure that your sound card is selected here, and then hit apply changes, and all should be working. So that's basically how you get your sound card set up and everything. Don't forget, if you found that useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out my website www.samploids.co.uk. Tons of samples for you to download. There's also 100 free samples to get you started if you join my mailing list today. Take care, God bless, peace.